In this video, I want to show you what I believe is the only clear path to scaling past 20k per month with your SMMA in 2024 and then going beyond into 2025 and 2026. I believe that there's a clear meta, a clear best way to go about things in order to scale. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I'm implementing it, how some of our clients are implementing it, like Antonio scaling past 20k per month in our first 30 days using these same insights I'm going to show you, and how you can also implement this to hopefully make a lot of money in the next 30 days, but also in the next coming years. Because if you look at where the market is at right now, you will see that everyone is pretty much doing the exact same thing. Okay, everyone is either A, sending out thousands of cold DMs every single day, tens of thousands of DMs every single month, thinking that tweaking their opener message is going to change anything and it's going to somehow magically make these prospects care about their message. Or two, they're running super direct ads, trying to get people to buy straight away, okay, without establishing a connection first, okay? And I mean, I know the pain of these two paths. I've threaded them before. I've ran, two VAs simultaneously, sent out 200 DMs a day plus software on top of that, like completely separately. I've sent out volume. And I've also ran these super direct type of ads for clients in the past. And I mean, although it may have worked a couple of years ago, it's definitely not going to work now. Most people don't realize that markets actually move and that the best tactic that worked 5 years ago isn't going to cut it now. And although some people are starting to wake up to this new era, most people are still asleep. So in this video, I want to show you the 3 steps to scaling past 20k per month and escaping this entrepreneurial rat race of sending out thousands of DMs, running ads to get no return, and how you can actually finally start to scale your agency or coaching business. And let's get straight into step 1. Okay, so first thing we need to do before we start scaling is we need to know what we're actually scaling. Okay, so step 1 is to find an angle that the market actually resonates with. Okay, and I mean, this used to be done with, you test outreach angles, you see what angle people respond to, okay? You test ad creatives, you see which one people respond to, okay? Or you ask the market directly, you message people saying, hey, do you want to hop on a call with me to do market research? The problem with the last one specifically is that you don't ask a fish how to catch a fish, you ask a fisherman, okay? And I've had multiple instances where I've heard people say that, okay, yes, this is what I want. If I saw this and someone pitched me this, I would buy this. And then they get pitched that and they don't buy because, I mean, you don't, ask a fish how to catch a fish. You ask a fisherman, okay? Right now, the way that you do this is you validate your angles through organic YouTube videos, okay? Let me explain. So the process is you basically make a video, right? And then you evaluate. Did it do well? Did it do better than some of my other stuff? Did it do better than some of the other stuff in the space? Am I happy with this result? Am I getting good feedback? If yes, then you can base your sales messaging around that angle. Okay, if not, then you iterate based on any feedback. Okay, I mean, you're going to iterate either way, but at least you know that this did well. This is something that I can base my brand messaging around. You iterate based on feedback, based on your CTR, your average view duration. If any calls were booked, did you get any positive comments, negative comments maybe? And then you try again. Okay, until you get something that works, right? Which usually shouldn't take you long. And the reason this works is because social media algorithms have gotten good enough to actually give you immediate feedback whether the market resonates with a certain claim. Okay, and this way is free. It doesn't require thousands of dollars of testing on ads. Okay, it doesn't require you to test hundreds of outbound angles either, because you're getting immediate feedback just from YouTube. And you're also asking the fisherman. Okay, you're not asking a client what he would like to see. You're literally making the video, giving him the solution, and seeing if he likes the solution that you gave him. Okay, and the way you're going to know if he likes it is if he books a call, if he comments positively, if it gets a lot of views. That means there's a lot of traction around that. Okay, and I'm going to show you how we can practically implement this in the next steps. Okay, but for now, this is your action step. 2 is after you have maybe one video that did pretty well, you see that maybe, I don't know, bulking is doing well, is doing better than weight loss, and bulking using a specific method is doing better than weight loss. That is one of your main angles, okay? And you're going to want to use that. Okay, and the next step, step 2, is you take that core angle that you came up in the previous part, and what you do is you tackle it from different sub-angles. Okay, I'm going to explain all this in a second. It may sound confusing, but trust me, it's really freaking simple. Okay, and these sub-angles, I just mean different trends, wrapping it around in different trends, or putting different twists on the topic. Okay, so what you have your main angle, and then what you do is you make videos around it, maybe using popular names, like my recent Nick Cosman vid that did pretty well. Okay, you have the truth about something, okay, that can also do pretty dang well. That's a trend that's evergreen, it always works. Okay, you can apply it to already existing trends in the marketplace, right? Like school, that's a trend, right? I used it, I got a lot of views, right? This video, okay, this was back when raw videos did pretty dang well. I used it, I got a solid amount of views, a solid amount of actually lifelong, well, maybe not lifelong, I don't know yet, but they've been with me for 3 months and they still watch my stuff and they still comment on my stuff. We still go back and forth on Instagram. So this video has brought me a couple of pretty solid and loyal fans that like my stuff. Okay, this was back when the raw trend was clearly popping. You can do the same stuff around growth operating, the same stuff around any sort of trend that you have in your niche. You can make a video about that, put a spin on it, sort of like, I mean, you don't even have to put a spin on it if it's trending, to be honest, but even if you put a spin on it, like the truth about, I don't know, fitness pace Ozempic, okay, that video is going to be a freaking banger. Okay. Next sort of sub angle that you can use is unique takes, right? So this video did really well. Why? Because it's freaking unique, right? MIT professor taught me how to build a memorable personal brand, 5 steps. Okay. Like this did well because 1, numbers, 2, super freaking unique, right? And 3, was actually a really good video. Okay. So if you have any unique takes, any different cool, unique ideas that you have, your own spin and twist that you can put on stuff, that's also going to do super, super well. And then the 5th one that I have here is exposed videos. It's kind of similar to the truth about videos, except, I mean, it's a different title, it's a different angle. You could do one exposed, one the truth about. You can sort of mix these two up. Basically, you get the point. Okay, these are all sorts of different sort of angles that you can apply around your main angle to get a lot of views and to keep your angle evergreen and make sure you're always making content that's getting views and that you never run out of ideas. And as I said, this gives you an unlimited pool of ideas that are almost guaranteed to perform well. And the reason you know they're going to perform well is because you have your base angle that's validated, and 2 is you're using these principles which are proven to work. Every time I make this sort of a video, right, either applying it to a trend, using a popular name, the truth about something, it always does well if I execute correctly. And at that point, what you're going to have is you are going to have a main sort of angle that you have, and then you have videos around all these sorts of different trends, all sort of sub angles of the main angle that you're making. Your YouTube is starting to fill up. You're starting to get more data from the marketplace, and you're ready to start scaling. At this point, you're actually booking some calls, okay, directly from YouTube, and you're hopefully getting clients, and stuff is starting to pick up because you're getting more data from the market about what resonates, and now this is where we're going to get into scaling. Okay, this is sort of the baby phase. Okay, this is going to be evergreen. We're going to be performing this action over and over again, because I mean it works and it's never going to stop working because we based it around principles. And then part 3, after you have a claim, you have the sub claims. You're making videos around those sub claims and they're actually doing well. You have step 3, which is increasing the volume and watching compounding kick in. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to 2x your input, right, which is what I did this month, which I'm going to go into in a second. You 2x your input, you get 2x the output, and then you get 5x the output for still putting in the same 2x the input, okay? And this is due to compounding. All right, this is what a lot of the other vehicles don't have. I mean, the only compounding that you really have with outbound is through the data that you get, which is sort of like mid compounding. It's very, very slow compounding. With like YouTube, it's still at first, is going to compound, okay? And it's going to become better and better and better the more you actually post, the more you use it, okay? And this is for 3 reasons, right? 1, you're learning from the market, so you're getting feedback based on what works, and then you can implement that in order to get more get more output for your input, okay? Because you're making videos about what people care about all of a sudden. You're starting to speak better because people told you that you were speaking too fast, for example, okay? Which is something that I do wrong all the time, but I'm learning, okay? You learn from the market, and because of that, you gain more leverage, okay? You also get data from YouTube, which is super important. This is, I mean, my data this month. Everything, as you can see, is increased. Why? Because I've increased the input and I saw the output increase. The impressions output is like 2.5x more than the previous 28 days. So we can already see a bit of compounding, but also my views are like triple or quadruple what they were last month. Watch time is also like 5x what it was last month. So I'm already seeing these compounding benefits, and it's only going to increase as long as I stick with the input. Okay, even if I slow the input down, I'm still going to see these returns because it's compounding. Okay, and then 3 is you're actually starting to get recommended. Okay, and you start getting recommended by YouTube because YouTube starts putting you on the feed of other people, and that's how you get new eyeballs, okay? Because YouTube sees that, oh, people are digging this guy's stuff. Let's push it to more people, okay? And then you also get recommended by people. You get word of mouth. People start talking about you, and your channel just starts growing organically, okay? And yeah, as I said, what did I do this month? I increased the volume, okay? I 2x the input, and I got like 5x the return that I usually do from my YouTube. If you go to my YouTube right now, what you'll actually see is, I mean, in this video, clearly freaking increase, right? You'll see last month I made how much? That's like 10 videos, all counted as 11 videos. That's a video every 3 days, okay? Earlier, I was posting like maybe twice a week, but mostly it was once a week, okay? And now I'm starting to post every single day. This 6 days was a break because I'm gearing up to go absolutely ham on YouTube over this next month, at least, hopefully longer, okay? Based on what the feedback from the market is. But I mean, based on this last month's test, I can already tell that, the output that I'm going to be getting is just going to continue to compound, okay? So now I'm doubling down. So that's the 3 steps, as I mentioned, okay? Part 1, you got to find an angle that the market resonates with. If you're making content about stuff that nobody cares about, nobody's going to watch you, you can't even get off the ground. You got to find something that people actually care about, and the way you're going to know is because you're getting views, you're getting comments, you're getting calls booked, Okay, then you take that angle and you milk the hell out of it by tackling it from different sub-angles, using popular names, the truth about, exposed videos, unique takes, and applying it to existing trends in your industry. Okay, and then three, what you do is you increase the volume and you watch the compounding kick in because you've been doing it for like a month or two, and YouTube starts recommending you, stuff starts blowing up, and you get to that 50K per month. Okay, I didn't want to talk about fulfillment in this video because that's not what it's about, but in terms of finding an angle that the market resonates with, that's like the core of your marketing. Then you tackle it from different sub angles. That's how you're actually going to start signing your first clients. You increase volume. That's how you scale. With that, you should be booking calls every single day if you're selling high ticket. And I mean, just the fact that you're posting on YouTube and these people are coming from YouTube, you're going to be closing most of those calls. If your offer is pretty dang high ticket, which I mean, I think it should be. I don't think you should sell low ticket if you're a coach agency owner. Then the math to 50K per month becomes fairly straightforward. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to learn more about how you can do this and how we actually do this for our clients and how I'm doing this for myself, to see if we can help you do this, implement this sort of YouTube funnel and scale to 50K per month using it, then you can book in a call with the link down below, and we'll see if this is a good fit, if it makes sense. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. More dope stuff coming soon. Like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys next time.